Hello and welcome back to another reaction. In this occasion, My Hero Academia, episode 24. So yeah, finally we're going to see the last exam, the final exam, really, the final exam. It's going to be Bakugo and Midoriya against All Might. I'm so hyped for this because come on, they are against the number one hero. Yes, he might not be the best teacher, but in this situation, that doesn't matter. It's pure power against two guys that doesn't know how to control their quirk that well. But no, Bakugo knows how to control it better than Deku. But again, it's going to be fascinating. My guess is they're going to try to run away because, come on, how do you defeat All Might? But yeah, this is going to be a short presentation because I just want to watch that freaking episode. So yeah, let's cut this and watch the episode, shall we? Origin. Oh, just like okay. 言わなくちゃ。僕とかっちゃんはチームなんだから。ずっと話し合わないと。 Yes, but how do you talk with him? Yes. Yes. Maybe he doesn't care. Because he's All Might. Yes, but I don't think that's possible. Again, he came back. Okay, I'm gonna say this in the comments. Holy, that power is terrifying. Just the movement of his muscles. Oh, finally! And of course, there it is. Holy! Dude, are you serious? I am always amazed by the amount of power that All Might has. Holy! Of course it's intimidating. Holy! Just walking! But he does not like that. Yes, but Gachan is not powerful enough. Yes, exactly. Look at that. Again, the eye, it's just the intimidation he can. I kind of see that, yes. Ah, of course they don't have any communication skills here. Yes. Yes. Yes, it's pretty close to that. Yes, he does. Because he wants to prove that he's the best. He wants to prove to everybody else that he's the best. Yes. But you're against All Might, you need a strategy. Yes. Yes, that is true. Yes, but he doesn't care. Yes. You're not proving you're the best. Yes. Again, I'm gonna talk about this at the end. Holy cow! No, you cannot win. Oh, what the? Okay, I did not expect that. What? Oh, he... Okay, I'm trying to understand a little bit more here. Okay, okay. And there it is. Oh yes, he just had one gauntlet. Oh, there is the other one. They're going to attack. Oh, with the freaking gauntlet. That thing is... Oh, that's brilliant. Holy... I can't... Oh! Yes! Yes! I love... It's not a perfect teamwork, but we have a teamwork now. Yes, that is true. Oh, that's brilliant! They are learning. Yes, they are very clever, both of them. But we have a little bit of a teamwork here. Not the best, not ideal. Well, we have teamwork. Yes, but I don't think you're going to make it. Not that easily. It cannot be that easily. Yes, that is the power of All Might. Of course that wasn't enough. Yes. Oh. Holy. Holy, he destroyed the gauntlets. That is not the top of his speed? Oh! Oh, man! Holy! I am amazed by the sheer power of All Might! Holy! Look at that face! Holy! That power! Of course he can do that, just not safely. Yes, yes, that is correct. He's going to throw him and say, yes! Oh! Yes, now the consequences of his work. New Hampshire. Oh! In the air! Oh! Oh! That is nasty! Yes! Yeah, that is true. Holy! Am I getting impressed by the power? Oh! Oh! Yes, just in the back. much. But what are you going to do then? Yes, he's defending. Oh. Oh, holy. Yes, in reality, All Might is way too powerful. Oh, yes. That is fighting spirit. That is fighting spirit. Okay, yeah. He's fighting and fighting and fighting. He ran away, yes! Oh no, he's not running away! He's going after All Might! Oh! Even 5% is a lot! Oh! Yes, the time is up! The stamina is running out! It's your chance to win! Oh! But he dragged Bakugo! Oh, that's beautiful! Yes! Yes, he wants to save everybody! Yes! The hardest freaking exam and they pass it! I love it! Yes! Yes! They passed! Yes! Oh, yes! Yes, I love it. Yes, because not everybody passed, you're right. Oh, still one of eyes 2 times! It deceived me. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh. She looked gross in person. Yeah, the hand guy! Oh. So yeah, these are more dangerous than the last time. You can feel they are more dangerous. And that's it. Yes. I'm thankful for now because it is not that big of a cliffhanger like other moments. We resolve a lot of stuff in here. And we presented 2 very intimidating villains. Because yes, the girl looks cutesy and all that. But that doesn't give me any trust. And the other guy, yes, both are intimidating in their own way. But yeah, I'm gonna watch this again and be back with my comments. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. I just watched a second time the 24th episode of the second season. So yeah, it is hard to explain because we start obviously with the test, with the exam. And from the beginning, All Might is showing his power. The way he moves, the way he acts, even when he starts to pull back his arm to just punch the air, everything about that scene shows us just how powerful All Might is. Yes, of course, it's editing, it's sound effects they put, it's of course the way he moves, the way everything. But of course, that is the point of that scene to show off just the amount of strength that All Might has. So yeah, and it's a very effective way of showing, because yes, even the sound that All Might produces when he's moving his arm is intimidating, because you can feel the power, you can see the power. And yes, I love the moment he's throw the punch just from one practically from one side to the other. That is the amount of strength. It just destroyed the street, the bridge, the cars, everything. And yes, there is a reason for that. He doesn't care because in that moment he's playing the villain. And a villain wouldn't care about any of this. They wouldn't care about the property of somebody else or damaging somebody that is just in the way. No, he's a villain and he is playing the villain quite well. Because yes, none of them expected this. They were discussing, they were angry at each other because one refused to listen to anything that Deku has to say, and the other one because yes, he wasn't listening to you. The best plan in Midoriya's head was to run away, because yes, the amount of power of All Might has is overwhelming, and I think Deku knows it best, because he has the same power, or the potential to have the same power, because yes, he's still a lot weaker than All Might. Uh, but the way that both plans were ruined in the moment we saw the punch of All Might, because yes, how the hell do you run away from someone who is that strong, who is that fast, who is that agile? You cannot run away because he's going to catch you. And how the hell do you fight somebody with that power? You won't be able to defeat someone like All Might. It's way too powerful, and you are not completely developed. So yes, both plans have the potential to fail in equal amount. Yes, and then we saw All Might attack. And Bakugo just attacked too, because that is his pride. And the way he attacks is just try to attack All Might. But of course, All Might doesn't even feel the explosions. That is how tough All Might is, because he's the complete package. All Might has the speed, has the strength, has the ability, has the resistance, and has perhaps not the intelligence, but he's pretty clever too. Not as much as Bakugo and Midoriya, but he is still pretty clever. So yes, he's the whole thing. None of them can see weakness. And yes, the answer for Bakugo, the answer is to attack. And for a moment there, I thought he was reverting to the season 1 Bakugo. This complete jerk, just angry and mad and not seeing anything beyond what is in front of him because of his hatred towards Midoriya. That is what I thought for a moment. But later on, after they were completely defeated by All Might, because yes, none of them could even touch him. They were still discussing, and yes, in a moment, just All Might just capture Deku with the rail, a destroyed rail, and he was attacking Bakugo just relentlessly, just unbelievable. The punch in the gut, it was just devastating for Bakugo. And in that moment, All Might say, "You have to understand. I know why you are angry, because you think Midoriya is surpassing you, because he's advancing a lot faster than you." And yes, it's true. From what Midoriya started to the point he's here now, is what, 6 months, a year, perhaps. So it's not a long time. It's a very short amount of time in which Midoriya has done so much progress. So that's what Bakugo hates. That he believes that Midoriya is going to surpass him soon. That he's going to be left behind by somebody who he didn't even consider a threat. So that's why he's just so angry. And yes, everybody understood that, especially the teachers understood that. But All Might, I love the way All Might said it. It's not the same to increase the level of somebody who is at level 1 that somebody is at the level 50. Those are completely different stuff. You're going to be a little bit slower because you have progressed a lot more than Deku. Deku was in level 1, level 0 even. And yes, he's now increasing a lot. Perhaps continue with the metaphor, perhaps he's in level, I don't know, 25, 30, let's say. And yes, that amount of growth in such amount of time is intimidating and it's annoying for Bakugo in this case. But he doesn't care. He doesn't want help of anybody. And that what snaps Deku. That I don't care if I lose, but I don't want his help. And that's what gets him mad. And it's something I did not expect. For a second, he just threw away the freaking rail and punched. But he punched Bakugo. He didn't punch All Might. I think everybody was just caught in the surprise. Because All Might didn't know how to react to that either. So he took Bakugo and ran away. And that's when I discovered something else. That no, Bakugo was not reverting to this jerk. Yes, partially because he was so angry. But he was still trying to see just how powerful All Might is with his own strength compared to with his own strength. They know he's very powerful. But he wants to compare it with his own strength. And yes, you can see that there is a huge difference between them. So that would make it impossible for them to run away or to fight him. They need to compromise in something. And I love the way they think it because yes, both are clever, both are smart. Bakugo and Deku are pretty smart. So the best solution for them is to attack them with the gauntlets. They have two shots, one for Midoriya and one for Bakugo. Bakugo just attacks, but it was just a distraction, so they can shoot this huge amount of power in his explosions just right at All Might. And yes, you can see the effort that Bakugo does to contain the explosion because I think Midoriya almost broke his shoulder because that is the freaking power of the explosion. And yes, even Midoriya was incredibly shocked by what strength of the shoulder of Bakugo. He has trained a lot. I can say that Bakugo has trained a lot. And they ran away because yes, this was just a distraction for them to run away and try to get to the exit. As Recovery Girl said, it's a compromise between fighting and running away. And the plan, in the moment that All Might catch them, they're going to blast him with the other gauntlet. And unfortunately, All Might is way too powerful. He caught them quite easily, very fast, even with the weights. He didn't reach his top speed. But now he was taking them seriously. And I mean, really? Before that you were just goofing about? And now he's taking serious this fight? God damn it. He is very intimidating when he said that. And yes, the sheer speed, because he went after the gauntlets. He destroyed Bakugo's gauntlet first and then Midoriya's gauntlet in case they just do something else with them. And we can see just how resistant All Might is. Because the explosion that could destroy buildings did nothing to him. He was pretty sure they were done for. But of course, Bakugo can recreate said explosions. The gauntlets just make it easier for him. Just make it without risk for him. So he doesn't get any risk or damage his own arm. Because yes, we know that it is the limit of his power. Perhaps he can create such huge explosions, but if he does that, his arm will be completely destroyed. So he said, screw it, and I knew I need to take risks if I want to beat All Might. And he created this huge explosion with his bare hands. It's just incredible. I said, run away. You need to run away from the freaking fight, and you need to go away and try to get help. That is the point of all this exercise. And I loved in the moment he just grabbed him and threw him away to the door. I'm gonna throw you and die. I love his battle cry, die. And yes, a little bit of comedy in there. But of course, All Might returns and attack Bakugo. He just drops him, and it was just relentless. And instead of making a clean runaway, All Might in the air, just punched the air and threw himself against Midoriya. That was enough to throw him against the freaking boss. Yes, and we can see the huge explosions and the damage that the arms are receiving. But again, All Might is not phased. He grabs Bakugo and beat him. It's just awful with the knee, with the arms, every single part of All Might is ready to fight. And he grabs him and still grabs him and just push him against the ground and smash him. It was awful. I guess it seems that it was over for Bakugo, but Bakugo has such tenacity that even the small explosions, he tried to defeat All Might. These small explosions were nothing, because really, even the huge ones were nothing for All Might. Perhaps they damaged him just a little bit, but these explosions were nothing. And yes, that shows us the tenacity of Bakugo. Even he bite his own the hand of All Might, not his own hand, the hand of All Might. He just wants to win. That is what he needs. He needs to win. And Midoriya saw that. Midoriya saw the punch, the smashing of Bakugo, and that makes him react. Everything was lost and say, "Oh yes, I forgot." But in the moment he turns around, Bakugo, they could just hit him in the face with 5% of his power, but still a very strong punch, and took Bakugo to run away together. All Might was about to go after them, but of course the time was up. His time was up. The moment he can concern the figure of All Might. It was pretty intense. Every single aspect of that battle was pretty intense. They passed, of course. The harder test, the harder exam, and they passed. With almost not making it, but they passed. We saw, I thought it was the end, but of course not. We saw, of course, both of them in the hospital wing of the school. And yeah, Recovery Girls called him All Might because he went way too far. And of course, we saw a very peaceful face in Bakugo. I never saw that, or at least I don't remember seeing that ever. He looks so peaceful. And yes, we have a kind of a recap of everything that happens. That yes, someone surprised their weakness, in this case Yajorosu. If somebody else learns something new about being a hero, in this case Shoto, because yes, he needs to learn to listen to somebody else. He is not perfect. He needs to create a better plan with somebody else. He needs to talk and not seeing everybody down. Yes, he's overconfident, but he'll learn his lesson. Some of them, of course, use the abilities they have, in case of Uraraka, and they learn a new way to be a hero. Ida and Uraraka. Yes, I love this recapitulation because yes, even the ones who lost, they need to think how to surpass that wall they couldn't jump about, or jump off. Sorry, or jump up. Sorry. Yeah, every single aspect about this recapitulation was very, very well done. And then we have another scene in which, of course, we meet a little bit closer a couple of villains. Yes, they want to join the League of Villains, but not for Shigaraki, the hands guy, as the girl said. They want to join because they feel the message of Stain. They want to join because they believe Stain is part of the League of Villains, or was part of the League of Villains. And I don't think Shigaraki is going to be very happy with that, because all the attention he should be for him, or at least in his mind, all the attention should be for him. And yes, the intimidation of these two guys, these two new villains, you can see clearly that they are not common villains, that they have something special in them. The little girl especially, it gives me the creeps. She is intimidating in her own way because So there is something wrong with her attitude, with her mannerisms, that you can see that there is something twisted in her head. And the other guy is a little bit more mysterious because you don't know exactly why, what is his deal. We only saw that like kind of this black portion on his skin, uh, but we don't know exactly what is his deal. He doesn't respect Shigaraki, obviously, because you're gross in person or something like that. But yeah, both are intimidating in their own rights. Um, Now, particular bits of the episode that I really love is the development of Bakugo. They just didn't throw away as I thought from the beginning of the episode. But as I said before, I thought they were reverting Bakugo to his original state in season one to be a complete jerk. But no, he wanted to see what is the best course of action. He wanted to defeat All Might. And yes, he's still a jerk because he cannot control his emotions when Midoriya is present. He still hates Midoriya, or at least doesn't trust Midoriya because in his mind he lied about his powers and his quirk. And he has a very powerful quirk, Midoriya. So yeah, his emotions are still not the best way when he's with Midoriya. And you can see that he needs a wake up call. And that punch from Midoriya was a good wake up call. Because after that, he kind of controlled a little better. They have a better teamwork after that. He needed that. He needed that punch. You need to win. You're starting to run away from your own ideology. That you need to win. That tenacity you had, you lost them for a second. And that punch reminded him of that. And they come up with a good plan. Not a perfect plan because it was just a question of seconds. And of course, against the best hero of them all. But that was a very interesting plan, let's say. And yes, I love this character growth. I love these moments in which, yes, Bakugo now, after that punch, can put aside the difference because he needs to win. He needs to be the best. He needs to pass this exam. Uh, he forgot that about that in a moment, but yes. But again, we are shown, and those are words from Bakugo himself. The mountain that All Might is. He said, "This is just pure power," and it's true. All Might is just so powerful that I can understand the only way you can defeat All Might is with another powerful user. In this case, All for One. I understand why he was so intimidating, because yes, All Might is powerful. A lot powerful. And he was a lot more powerful before, because we know from last season when he fought the Nomu that he was becoming weaker, that with just 5 punches he could be able to defeat the noble and he took like 100. So yeah, it's like 5% of his original power. So yeah, even back then, All Might was a lot more powerful of what we saw now. And even that, I don't think it was an easy fight against All for One. So yeah, we need this huge, huge, immense villain to pose a threat against All Might. Of course, after that, the crime went down and everything was just happy and was well, because nobody else can contain against All Might. All Might is that strength, is that strong, sorry. I love these subtle hints they gave us about what truly is the world of heroes with All Might. But again, I love the way All Might thinks, that he is trying his best because he knows that if he doesn't try his best, his students aren't going to learn. Especially these two, because they have such a terrible chemistry between them. He needs to force them to fight together. And what a better way to do so that show them an overwhelming strength, an overwhelming threat that will put them together or force them to be together, to cooperate. So yeah, I finally understand why Aizawa put these two against All Might. yes, you kind of understand after seeing all the episodes. You kind of understand the way of everything is planned in this animation. Well, almost every single episode, because I still haven't watched the last one, the episode 25. I don't know what the hell is going to happen there. Perhaps it's going to be a lot more relaxed episode because we have this huge moment in here, but I'm not sure about that because whenever I said that, the next episode becomes so intense that is unbelievable. So yeah, I don't know exactly what is going to happen in the next one, but I'm so eager to see it. But once again, I just exhausted the topic of this video. So yeah, the only thing I have to say is thank you for your comments, thank you for your views, for your likes, and for your subscriptions, for your comments too, of course. If you want to be a subscriber, please click on the button of subscription and on the bell so you can get notifications. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, the link is in the description below. So yeah, that's it for now. I hope you enjoy this episode and well, see you on the next one. Bye.